By default, guys, there are two types of borrowers in the system. We have leads and we have loans. A lead is essentially an app share or a loan application that you received from the platform and you haven't qualified them yet. So traditionally, the two ways people get into the system as a lead is you shared your mobile app with somebody or you sent them a 1003 and they have registered their account or finished the loan application. They're going to maintain themselves as leads, which means that they will see a separate suite of tools based on your app configuration that's designed for leads, right? That's designed to encourage conversion or loan application completion or educational content. It's just designed to help push them to the next phase in the process. Now, let's say, for example, it is a loan application and it's a purchase, and you want to convert them from a lead to a loan. And one of the pieces of that is creating your loan officer approved scenario, which is going to empower the customer to shop through the next stage. Well, you're going to want to build that scenario right here. This would be the first step before converting them to a loan. Because the second you convert them to a loan, it's likely that the interface for a purchase is going to change to include the ability for them to get a pre-approval letter. So I'm going to go ahead and build this scenario. Now, there's a couple ways of doing it. The first way is you could import a Fannie Mae file or a 3.4 file. If you do that, it's going to build the scenario. If you're integrated with Encompass, LendingPad, Point, this might automatically flow over from those systems and create that scenario automatically. Or if you're not, you'll need to manually create it. Now, it's not a big problem. It just takes a couple seconds. So I'm going to select the loan program type. I'm going to add some information regarding their income. So here's my financial section. So I'm going to add a $5,000 salary. I'm going to add a car payment. I'm not going to label these right now just because I'm creating a how-to video and I don't want to waste your time. But I'm also going to create some subject property information. It's my TBD stuff. And guys, this is not really a how-to on how to build a loan officer approved scenario. So I'm just showing you that this is one of the required things you'll want to do before you convert it. Okay, so here's my property taxes, my insurance. Pay special attention to these flags, whether or not it's dollar amount, percentage, yearly, monthly, etc. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save this information. Now, the one thing I'm looking for is a qualified status. If you don't see a qualified status, check out our video on building a loan officer approved scenario. That's going to help you troubleshoot this. Okay, reset the scenario here. Confirm the details. That is eliminating your borrower's previously run calculations. And it's basically saying, hey, I'm your loan officer. I built this scenario for you now. This is what you're qualified for. These are the standards we're going to adhere to. Last but not least, just move them from lead to one of the loan options. New, pre-qual, pre-approved. In this case, I'm going to go to pre-approved. And you can see, if you remember, the interface has changed. Let me show you what that looks like here. This is what the loan interface looks like. Let me go back to lead here. This is what the lead interface looks like. See, the calculator is different. I have a schedule meeting button on my loan one. I have an apply for loan button on my lead one. So that is one of the major reasons why you want to make sure you're dispositioning your customers correctly and you're converting them from leads to loans as they move through the process. And it doesn't have to be some massive thing. You guys can make it very simple and it can take you no time if it's an integrated system, or 20 or 30 seconds for each customer to empower them through the next phase of the process.